Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's off to a great start in their day. And yesterday was my first update since I broke my arm 9 days ago. Went to see the doctor, the orthopedic, and it was really amazing that my bone is gone back into place and it should fuse on its own. I was really super stoked about how the arm just went back into place. And I can't believe the amount of growth in 9 days, and as you'll see in the video. So it's great news, so happy. I'm not out of the woods yet, but the next 2 to 3 weeks, just gonna keep it in this hard cast, stabilized, and with the way it's looking, it should fuse back together without surgery. I've been getting a lot of messages from people telling me to get surgery, and I don't think people really understand. Even the people that have surgery, they're thinking of the moment. The recovery's quicker. They think they're going to be stronger. It's not always the case. And where I broke my arm close to my shoulder, going through the front of my arm, through the muscle of my arm and my deltoid, it's just a really tricky situation to go through, especially at like 49 years old. If my bone will fuse back to normal like my other bone did, which it's off a certain degree, and it's kind of amazing yesterday that the doctor said that the old bone looks worse than the new break, because the way it healed, which I knew it was off a few degrees, which is kind of good for arm wrestling, because it kind of gave me a little bit of a lock when I'm kind of in this position. I felt like it just would be on this bone lock, or I just felt real secure, because it was really hard to supinate and push this way. So which the angle of the arm sort of kind of had that little bend to it, which I can tell with the range of motion. But when I was arm wrestling with it, felt super strong, never felt in danger, never felt any pain. And of course, breaking it this time up closer to the shoulder, he said that's the reason why that happened is because my other bone that was fused was strong enough that it didn't have an issue, and that the only other breaking point was from this point up, unless I'm breaking my elbow or forearm. But as far as the humerus goes, that is the spot more likely to break once you break the lower part, because I broke it in the traditional place. And then when I broke that, everybody's telling me to get surgery. And it's like, if you can avoid getting cut open and having a foreign object in your body and let this heal naturally, then that just makes more sense to me. I don't want to have a plate, screws, anything like that in my arm if I don't have to, So I'm just blessed, super stoked. God has just put my arm back together once again. I'm just really blessed for that. And I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks. I really took a different approach to this. No pain meds, and I had a different attitude towards this, because I know what I need to go through. Going through this little bit of adversity has really shown me who I truly am now as a man, and I'm not complaining. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not in this victimhood mentality. Yesterday, it was like I got the best news that I've ever gotten in my entire life, knowing that my arm has a chance to go back to its form naturally, and I can continue progressing with my goals, with my training. I want this to give other people hope when you're going through different trials and tribulations. It doesn't matter. People out there go, oh, my neck, I have a neck injury, back injury. I get it. There was a few weeks where I couldn't even walk out of bed because of my lower back. And there's a few days which I'm having trouble getting up, walking with my lower back. But instead of going on social media and crying and bitching and looking for validation from others because of that weak mindset that others have, they're too busy popping pills because they're living this pleasureful seeking life that they can't even take a little bit of discomfort and pain. Through this pain, I can find my answers, and I can really push myself to that extreme level, to level up each day, to level up and be grateful. I woke up this morning so grateful for another day of recovery, another day to work my right arm out, another day to be blessed with this beautiful day here. The sun is coming up, the river, it looks amazing this morning. And I could think about, how hard this could be if I was alone, maybe if I was in prison, if I was locked up in an institution like I once was, and I had to do this alone and go through this, how much horrendous and horrible this moment would be. So I have nothing to complain about. Life happens for me. I'm so blessed to have the willingness to understand that now. Being a middle-aged man, I realize that we as men need to be strong examples to our people, to our children. If you have children, do you think they want to see you moping around, crying about your little injury? No, they want to see a strong character of a man that they can call dad and be proud of. So they can see that you can go over and you can do whatever you want. They see me doing the dishes. They see me packing their lunches. They see me making their food. They see me driving them to school. They see that I haven't missed a step. And that's the example that we must set as men to our people, to our children, through all parts of our lives, through adversity, through the good times. One thing that I've been learning as of late, because this has slowed down my training and I have more time to work on myself and my other goals that I have in business. And I've come to realize that when we push ourselves each day, we have to remember to pray and thank God when things are going good, not only when things are going bad. I see it, and I did it myself. When you're in a bad situation, that's when prayers are asked for. That's when people are looking for, God to help them. But when things are going good, that's when we need to strive. That's when we need to be praying. That's when we need to be grateful. That's when we need to be thanking the Lord for the things that we have. Not only through the hard times, but through the good times. So I hope everybody has a blessed Tuesday. I hope everybody's killing it. I hope they're not falling to their excuses, to their vices, and they're pushing themselves each day and working hard to become the best version of themselves. Yeah, get it.